What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to Bananas Epic Gaming. And today on Bananas Epic Gaming, we're filming episode 11 of CageTalk. Episode 11 of CageTalk is also going to be the 500th video on my channel. And we're going to be ranking all the Halloween movies from worst to the best. Keep in mind, this is my opinion. I've watched every single Halloween movie multiple times. Halloween is my favorite horror movie franchise. So let me know your ranking in the comments, and I'm going to say my favorite kills in each movie. So here we go. Let's get to the worst Halloween movie in my mind. And it is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is the worst Halloween movie in my mind. I know Resurrection and Halloween 6, but we'll get to those later, and Halloween 6, the producer's cut later. But the only saving grace for this movie, for me, were Danielle Harris and Scout Taylor Compton. That's it. I didn't like when I heard that Rob Zombie was taking over as the director and his reimagining of Halloween. I thought it was an awful idea, and I still think it's an awful idea. The best kill in the movie, in my mind, was the Danielle Harris. Because she's been in the Halloween franchise forever. She played Jamie freaking Lloyd, in Halloween 4 and 5, and she should have been Jamie Lloyd in Part 6. But even this death scene that was done really good, and the video montage when her father found her, couldn't save this movie in my mind. Now on to the next worst movie in my mind, and this should come to no surprise. And that movie is going to be a movie that I watched once and I will never watch it again. And it is Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. I don't remember much about this movie because I saw it when I was a little kid. And I think I watched it during a marathon. I don't remember. It was that bad. I don't even want to talk about the death scenes in this movie because I don't remember any of the characters. Now on to the third worst movie of the franchise in my mind. I may get hate for this one, but it is Halloween, the Rob Zombie version. This movie was okay, I went to theaters inside, didn't like it that much. I'm pretty sure, if my memory is correct, this came out when I was in high school. Or going into high school. I wasn't a fan of this movie. I went because Scout Taylor Compton was in it. The guy that played Michael, I liked him, and Danielle Harris. That's it. Some of you are probably wondering, what about the director's cut? I'm not talking about that. That was awful. They had a rape scene, or attempted rape scene in there. I'm not putting that on my ranking. But the best kill in this movie has to be Joe Grizzly, how Michael got his suit. Go watch it. That's the only kill that is good in my mind. I didn't like that many of the deaths in this movie. It's too brutal. I don't like my horror movies like that. I'm more of a old school horror movie guy, like Halloween, the original ones, and all that. Now on to the fourth worst Halloween movie. And now it is, of course, going to be the Thorn series. We're in that one now. And this is my least favorite of the Thorn because of obvious reasons. Is Halloween 5, the Revenge of Michael Myers. They killed off Rachel way too early. You had that annoying Tina character. You had Jamie as a mute. And they had a victim that named Mike. Yeah. It was rushed. You could tell it was rushed. And it was a cash grab. So, that's all I gotta say about that. The best kill in the Halloween 5, though, has to be Michael, or Mike. It was short, simple, easy, and it was good to see that character go, because that character sucked. Now, on to the fifth worst movie of the Halloween franchise. And it is the theater version of Halloween 6. The reason why I don't like this, because after this movie, Donald Pleasance passed away. It was his last movie. And they should have just ended the franchise there. but they didn't, of course, because they wanted to make more money because of the success of Scream and Urban Legends and all those movies. So they tried to revive Halloween with H2O, which is going to be on the countdown a little later. But this movie's a mess. And they have a producer's cut, which is going to be on the franchise. Is the count. People counted it as a part of the movie. They don't. It's a Halloween movie, man. It's a okay Halloween movie. Not the worst, obviously. But what can you do? The reason why this is so low on the list, near the best movies in my mind, is because I watch this movie like every Halloween or horror movie marathons. I like Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, or the producer's cut, because it's a guilty pleasure horror movie. It's good, and it sucks. So the best death in my mind has to be John Stroud, the father. When he gets stabbed, you're like, yes. Then Michael holds him, and he starts shaking, and his head explodes. Best moment of the movie. And Paul Rudd's in this movie, man. Ant-Man. Okay, now here's the missing Halloween movie that everybody doesn't like. The next worst Halloween movie in my mind has to be Halloween Part 8, Halloween Resurrection. The only reason why I have it this low is because I read the rumored scripts for the next two movies before they got axed. They were good. They finally killed Michael off in a gruesome way in the 10th movie. But they decided to do the reboot, and they scrapped this whole franchise from what it was going to be. Sarah was going to be like Michael's long-lost cousin. Okay, that's pushing it. And the person that takes out Michael is John Stroud. And he finds out about Jamie. Everything comes connected. I like that. But the best death in this movie has to be Rudy, the chef. Sarah's best friend / he has a crush on her. He foreshadows his death by picking up the knife and asking about it, and he puts it back down. Now on to the next worst movie in the Halloween franchise, in my mind. And it is going to be Halloween 666, so Halloween 6, the producer's cut version of The Curse of Michael Myers. I like this one because it feels better, because it has a better story. But the theater version, yeah. Favorite kill is still the same, John Stroud, because I did not like that character. He's like one of my least favorite characters in the entire franchise. Halloween 6 is a guilty pleasure movie. I have Halloween 6 and Halloween 6 the producer cut. I love them both. But now on to the next movie in the Halloween franchise in the ranking system. And this next one might make some of you guys mad because of the movies that are still left on the countdown. But it is Halloween 2 that was released in 1981. Halloween 2 is set the same night, moments after Halloween 1. This movie, it's a good movie. I watch it every Halloween. And I watch it when we have Halloween marathons. And it was a smash hit at the box office, which makes Season of the Witch, Halloween 3, baffling and a stupid movie. So the best kill in this movie has to go to Nurse Karen. She's a person that got her head dunked numerous times and her face was peeling off by Michael in the hot tub. Yeah. Brutal death. One of the best in the entire series in my mind. Now on to the next Halloween movie on the list. So the next movie on the list was really close to the last of the movies. It was hard. I had to rewatch them. But the next movie is the original Halloween. I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for that, but I've seen it so many times. I watch it still during classic horror movie marathons and Halloween movie marathons. But the Rob Zombie remake, it tried to outdo it in my mind, and I brought it down just a little, but it's still a classic in my mind. I love this movie. But what can you do? But the best kill in the movie has to go to Bob. Being pinned to the wall by Michael after he opened the crate, the door to where the food is, the pantry, and Michael does that little head tilt, tells us everything we need to know about Michael Myers. Now on to the third best Halloween movie. The third best Halloween movie in my mind. We're down to Halloween H2O, Halloween 4, and Halloween 2018. These three are really, really hard. I love these three movies for different reasons. But if I had to pick one to be number 3, it has to be Halloween H2O. Halloween H2O came out in 1998. It was produced and, I think, directed by the person that wrote Scream. But I know he had a lot to do with it. And you could tell because he had Scream playing in the background during a scene. And this is also the first movie that we didn't have Donald Pleasance. But this is the first movie that Jamie Lee Curtis came back. Halloween H2O ignores everything from Halloween 4, 5, and 6. So that stuff never happened. Michael's been gone, missing, for 20 years. Okay. That just makes that a lot more complicated. What made him decide one day, okay, I'm going to go try and find my sister. That's the reason why it's not number 2. And Donald Pleasance not being in it. The humor is okay, because it feels like it came out in an entirely different era, which it did. Because it came out during the Scream era. But Halloween H2O, love the movie. Great kills, good cast. So the best kill in the movie has to go to Sarah from John's little group of friends. She had a pretty brutal death. She was stabbed in the back 4 times. Her legs snapped when the dryer chute elevator thing crushed her leg. And as you can see, yeah, that was a pretty brutal death for a character that didn't really get on people's nerves. Yes, he was kind of annoying, but what can you do? Now on to the second movie. And before we do that, I want to thank you guys for watching Cage Talk episode 11. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to do more of these ranking videos in the near future. I thought I would do Halloween first because I love the Halloween franchise. And the second best Halloween movie is, of course, going to be Halloween 2018, the newest one in the series. This one has some pretty brutal deaths, which is a plus. And they actually had the balls to kill a kid in a horror movie. Halloween didn't. It was an okay. I didn't like how they cut everything again and only made Halloween, the original one, canon. Okay. So now we have 5 different timelines. The Thorn, H2O, this one, and Rob Zombie. And I'm pretty sure in like 10, 20 years they're going to say that this one is not canon. But the best death in Halloween 2018 has to be, as you can see, it is Dr. Sartain. He got his head smashed in boot to face by Michael. As soon as I heard the new Loomis, I was waiting for him to die. And the twist, how he helped Michael escape and he took over Michael's case when Loomis died, was dumb. That's all I have to say about that. So that leaves the best Halloween movie in the franchise, in my mind, is a personal favorite of mine because I love this movie and I watch it every Halloween. Like I do all of them. But this one holds a special place in my heart. And it is Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. They finished the script in, 10 days before the writer's strike when this movie came out? And it has a pretty decent cast and a good story. Michael was in a coma from the fire that he was in. Okay. Laurie Strode died in a car crash a year prior to this movie. Okay. They didn't want to pay Jamie Lee Curtis all the money to come back. And she had a kid in between part 2 and 4. She must have gone pregnant like during Halloween. During Christmas. But Halloween 4 is a really good movie. People gave it flack, yeah, but I like it. It turned me on to the Halloween franchise because I watched Halloween 1 and 2, yeah. But Halloween 4 brought me in. And I will always have a soft spot, and I'll always love and cherish this movie. Now, the best death in this movie has to go to Brady, Rachel's boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. I would give it to the truck driver, the one that got his face ripped off by Michael, but Brady went toe-to-toe with Michael so Jamie and Rachel can get away. That's why he's above that. And to Brady's credit, he spent his last moments spitting out a nasty chunk of blood. And he would have put up a better fight if he would have loaded the gun right. Sorry, Brady, but better luck next time, buddy. And that is going to do it for this episode of Bananas Epic Gaming Presents Cage Talk, Episode 11. Thank you for joining us for our 500th video. Please, if you're new, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys at the next one. Remember, SummerSlam will be this week for the 2K19 universe. You don't want to miss it because we have lots of matches. And you're going to love it, each and every one of them. I'm Jordan. Take it easy.